Hi, this is Shay Veronica, and I wonder sometimes if mourning is necessary. I remember it being a paid gig. You paid people back in the day to mourn, and but it took off. It took off where families and friends and people that you hardly know, they always put or say RIP after they speak or after a sentence. But is it really necessary? When did society decide to override their God or their gods? When did the human race, when did earthlings decide that they should override the God of nature, the God or the gods who decide when someone comes in, when they leave, and based on how you live determines the longevity of your experience here? If someone if someone lives to be 96 years old, they have lived a very long time. And if they worked up until they died, they worked until 96 years of age, they were working. That is a long time to be in service to anyone, to anything, to any job. It's a long time. So is mourning something that people think they should do? Do you do it to save face? Do you really feel anything? Are you really feeling anything for someone who at 96 died peacefully? What are you wishing? That they lived to be older? That they got weaker and weaker and were bedridden? Is that what you are wishing for? What are you doing? What are you saying when you mourn for someone who has outlived their usefulness on the earth and they died peacefully? What do you say? What do you do? Why do you mourn? Why aren't you happy that you've had them as long as you have? Why aren't you joyous that you've had them for as long as you have? Why aren't you dancing and singing and praising whoever for the time you had with them? Why the solemn face? Why the tears? Why should everyone who doesn't feel like you do, why do you feel as though you should attack them? Why? You should not overrule nature. Humans are not in the position, they're not intelligent enough to overrule nature. Nature knows when you should go. Nature takes care of itself. And I think that this paid mourning, this paid gig that took off within society needs to be put back into its place. It's not a matter of being cold. It's not a matter of being insensitive, but mourning needs to take its place back into the realm of a paid gig. And if you are going to mourn, if it's a baby or if it's a youthful person, someone that person still has some youthfulness and you can think that they can be a benefit to society. If that person dies and you miss them, maybe mourning should be done privately. Maybe. You share, Veronica.